Hello students. So now we are going to start our online classes, but we have also done our offline classes, and during the offline classes we are in chapter 1 of geography part, that is the earth and the solar system. But in the offline class we have finished some of the portion, you remember? Yes. So let us begin from the sun, that is on page 85. So take page 85. So let's begin. The sun. The sun is the largest member of the solar system and is located at its center. So now sun, I have already told you that the sun is, it's very big in size and it is the largest member, and the family of the sun consists of the stars, meteors, asteroids, clear, and more 100 more known satellites. And it is located, the sun is located in the center, and all other planets, all other meteors, asteroids revolve around the sun. Now, second, the diameter of the sun is about 109 times greater than the diameter of the earth. Now, the earth, how much the earth is big in size, the sun is 109 times bigger than the earth. Now you can imagine how the sun is big. Third, the sun is the main source of heat and light for all forms of life on earth. In the previous chapter also already I have given one example, like a fireball. If we lit a fire in the winter and suddenly our electricity went off, then what? It not only gives heat but at the same time it gives light also. So it gives us the provision of light also. In the same way, the sun is the main source of heat and light for all forms of earth. In the life includes in the earth. That is why ancient people always worship the sun as a god. So what happened? These ancient people, they worship sun as a god because he was very, plus as I have already mentioned, it's very powerful. It is big in size. It gives heat. It gives then a light. So what happened? In the ancient times, people used to worship sun as the god. Next, the sun is at an average distance of about 15 crore kilometers from the earth. So the distance from the earth and the sun is 15 crore kilometers. Okay. The brilliant disk of the sun that is seen from the earth is called the photosphere. Now, when we stand here and we observe the sun, how it look like? It look like a disk, like a CD disk. Have you seen? It is like a disk. So it is called a brilliant. It is mentioned over here as a brilliant disk. Okay. And that is why it is called as the photosphere. So the temperature of the sun, the temperature of the sun, it is 6,000 degrees Celsius, but in the middle it is 1 crore 50 lakh degrees Celsius. Just you can imagine the hotness in the center of the sun. Next, the light from the sun traveling at a speed of 3 lakh kilometers per second takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the surface of the earth. So what happened? The light from the sun, what is the speed of the sun? The light of the sun, it is 3 lakh kilometers per second, and it takes to reach the earth is 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. Now, the gravitational pull of the sun keeps all the members of the solar system together. Now, what happened? As I have already told that all the planets revolve around the sun, and these are the gravitational pull of the sun that keeps all the members, all the planets around the sun in that together. Okay. Now coming to the planets. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Why 8 planets? Because now Pluto have been extincted. In order of their distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So there are 8 planets in the solar system, and according to the distance from the sun, this is sun, this is the distance. Now this is the distance from the sun. That was Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, then Saturn, then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So these are the planets distance from the sun. Now the 8 planets in order of their decreasing size are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Earth, Venus, Mars and Mercury. The planets are generally classified into 2 groups. So according to the decreasing size, that means decreasing size, it starts from the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, then Earth, Venus, then Mars and Mercury. Now these planets have been divided into 2 types. That is called the inner planets, and second one is outer planets. Now what is inner planets? The planets which are close to the sun are called inner planets. These are, now which are close, I have already mentioned. Now this is the sun. Which are the planets closest to the sun? First is Mercury, Venus, Earth, this is Mars. Okay, now these 4 planets are close to the sun, and that is why it is called inner planets. And what are the outer planets? This is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These are called outer planets. Why? Because they are very much distance from the sun. Clear? These inner planets are also called terrestrial planets. And these outer planets are called gas giants. Why? Because these inner planets are made up of rocks, but the outer planets are made up of gas, and that is why it is called gas giants. Now the planets are heavenly bodies. Now in the first beginning of the chapter only, we have learned what is heavenly bodies. Heavenly bodies include sun, moon, stars, planets. Okay, now the planets are heavenly bodies. They do not have their own heat and light. So how they shine and how they get heat? Because from the reflection of the light of the sun. Now all the planets are spherical in shape. Okay, it's not round. Spherical. Spherical means like this. Okay, spherical is spherical in shape. They revolve around the sun in elliptical path called orbits. Now how they revolve? Like this they used to revolve, and this is that circle, the ring is called orbit. They move around the sun from west to east. Now suppose this is west and this is east. It will be round in this way. Okay. Now each planet takes a different time to complete one revolution around the sun and one rotation on its axis. Now each planet has different timing. Some one will be very slow, some planet will revolve very slow, some will rotate very slow, some will revolve a little bit fast, someone will then rotate little bit fast, like that. Okay, it's not same. Now our planet. Now what is our planet? Our planet we are saying that is the Earth. Now this Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun, and it is the 5th largest in the solar system. Now 3rd largest one, first is Mercury, 2nd is Venus, and 3rd is Earth. That is why it is written over here. The Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun, and the Earth is the 5th largest planet among the 8. Okay. Now the Earth is our home. Now it is unique in the solar system. Why it is unique? Now we'll give the reasons why it is the uniqueness, why the Earth is unique. First, it is for the best location. It is known for the best location. Now people used to inhabit in the Earth, not in Mars, Venus or Jupiter. Okay, and it has favorable environmental condition that suits every living beings on the earth. Third, the rotation of the earth on its axis keeps the extreme temperatures between day and night within tolerable limits. Now, because of the rotation of the earth, okay, now these temperatures are very in a tolerable limit. Tolerable means that human beings can tolerate. It's not like minus 1600 or it's like 3000 degrees Celsius of hotness, not like that. It's very moderate also. Every season will get in earth, like monsoon season, spring season, summer season, winter season, everything will get. So which makes our life very favorable. A favorable temperature for the existence of life. Very favorable temperature. Okay. Had it been in earth at least 10% also much more heat from the sun, then our earth would, or that the people could not sustain in the earth. Not only the people, the animals and plants also. Clear? The earth is the only place where the water can remain in three forms. First is ice, second is water, then third is vapor. Okay. Now, and the next, why it makes uniqueness? The earth, because of adequate water. We get adequate water to drink in the earth. Now, the presence of an atmosphere. Now see, unlike any other planet, Earth is protected from the ozone layer, from the ultraviolet rays. Okay. Now, we are also having oxygen. Now, many astronauts used to go to other planet and they used to take the oxygen mask. But then what happened in Earth? We don't need to take oxygen mask because Earth it's very rich in oxygen. Now, the Earth is the only planet in the solar system which is not named after a mythological deity. Now, what is mythological? Mythological means a traditional belief of God. Deity means God. Now, the symbol of our planet is a circle containing two lines perpendicular to each other. It represents the intersection of the equator and the prime meridian. That means suppose this is the Earth and this is the prime meridian and this is the equator. This is the intersection and this line is perpendicular on this and this line is perpendicular on this. That's why they have told two lines intersecting each other. Now, the Earth is also called the watery planet or blue planet. Why? Because when the astronauts first saw the Earth from the space, they saw the whole Earth very blue. That means filled with very much water, and that is why they named our Earth as the watery planet or the blue planet. So in ancient times, people thought that the Earth is flat in shape, but it was Aristotle. So Aristotle was a philosopher. And then Copernicus. And Copernicus, what happened? They only discovered that the Earth is not round in shape; it is spherically shaped, or it is not flat in shape; it is spherically shaped. But actually, the Earth is not a perfect shape. Due to the rotation of the Earth, it is slightly bulging at the equator and flattened at the poles. Now see, can I have drawn? This is bulging. Due to the rotation of the Earth, what happens? These two portions have been bulging. Bulging means coming out. This bulging. And this is flattened. This is called North Pole and this is called South Pole. See, this is bit flattened. This is bit flattened. Now, thus its equatorial diameter is about 44 km. Than its polar diameter. This is the last feature. Now other planets in the solar system. So other planets in the solar system we shall discuss in the next class. Till then you read up to this much today. Okay, thank you.